This is Iron Man Concept Series Captain America Armor Iron Man. He's a 6-inch figure, and he is well, he didn't appear in the movie, obviously. The bio says he's a concept armor whereby Tony Stark had programmed all of Steve Rogers or Captain America's skills, abilities, reflexes, agility, moves, um, fighting skills into the armor so that he could replicate Captain America's moves and fighting style at the same time maintaining the immense power and impregnability that the Iron Man armor possessed. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how believable it is, but it's an excuse for them to repaint uh, the Iron Man figure mold into a Captain America themed armor. Okay, uh, I did have my doubts on this figure couple like last year and 6 months ago when it was first released. I wasn't too sure the paint scheme was believable enough. I've always felt that the light blue paint on the armor, the Captain America light blue paint, was a little bit too goofy for Tony Stark or Iron Man. And well, now that I have this figure out of package, I'd like, well, I'm gonna say I'm gonna have to take that all back and say that it's not the greatest figure out there, uh, it, but it does make for a very interesting figure. So, uh, about an 8 out of 10. It's not a 10 out of 10, but it does make it an interesting concept. You know, after having such little expectations for this figure, opening it up and seeing him out of package, well, did surprise me a little bit that I sort of like it. If you ask me, the best paint application there is for any Iron Man figure is a 12-inch Invincible Iron Man, the one with weapons and the one with light and sound. Light and sound. For the 6-inch, I think it's a Target exclusive, limited edition, silver and red, quote unquote silver Centurion armor, Iron Man. The limited edition Mark III, which is just silver and red. That I think is the best. The worst paint job of all is probably it's a toss-up between Mark II and the Walmart exclusive Stealth Operations Iron Man, which is just War Machine. But he's somewhere in between. There are a lot of paint issues. What else is new? I mean, Hasbro is known for that. I mean, the joints, the middle soft plastic joints that form the double joints on the knees and on the elbows are the usual soft and low quality type. So you're gonna expect a lot of bending and sagging out there. So if you're gonna pose your Iron Man and you want him to last long, try to keep them in standing position and not in these FX France positions because they will sag eventually like that. Um, the uh, the paint when taken as a whole is okay, but you get to see a lot of inconsistencies, especially with the red. For instance, you get to see that some are thick in some places, some in some parts the paint thins out. Just looking at the shoulder pads, this one has too much paint on it. This one has too little paint on it. But they did a good job on the blue and silver. The blue and silver almost is flawless, except for this part, which has some smudges of red. Um, this figure, just like the Stealth Operations quote-unquote War Machine, does find a lot of. I mean, it does have a lot of paint issues, a lot of it. And if you're gonna buy this figure, and I hear it's very rare, you're gonna spend some money on it. Make sure you pick one that has the least paint issues, like what I did. Okay, onto the figure. It retains all the possibilities, all the articulation that the original Mark III or Mark II or limited edition figure or prototype figure had. The head is on a ball. Well, the head is on a ball joint. The upper torso is on a ball joint. Uh, Legs have two swivel joints, can move forward, backward, in and out, rotate at the upper part of the thigh. Double jointed knees. Uh, has articulation on the ankle, up and down, and rotation. Same with the arms. The arms can rotate 360, move in and out. Bicep rotates 360. Double jointed elbows. Wrist articulation 360, bends in and out. Exactly the same as the original Iron Man figures, Mark III or Mark I repaints. He does come with his quintessential gun that's been repainted in the Captain America theme. Let me just put him uh, back him up right now. He does come with his Fireball missile, which is in a very light blue, aqua blue. It does fire, but I think it's ridiculous to have this missile on it. I'd like to keep his gun off to his left side, just like like Starscream or a Seeker gun in the Transformers, which is nice. Um, the shield has a well, the shield is very nicely done. Deep red, Captain America blue and silver. Uh, Amazingly, they painted it silver instead of white. I think that's a good touch. If you had made it white, he would have looked cheap. The silver gives it a little bit of class. The shield is mounted on his forearm using two rubber bands or rubber garters and a latch, which clips a foldable clip. You don't have to use a clip if you don't want to, but you can use it for better stability. Clips onto his forearm, and you can get him into decent poses, like what I did. He is the combined leader Avenger in this mode. Iron Man and Captain America combined in one. He's pretty rare, but given all that he has, paint issues and hardly believable armor design, I'd only recommend him if you are a strong collector of Iron Man and completist and you really like Captain America. But other than that, you are better off getting the other figures. For instance, I think he comes, well, at least from what I saw in the display, he's displayed with this guy, the Ironmonger, Ironmonger 2, which has the hidden canopy for this guy. I forgot his name. Obadiah. Yeah, Obadiah. Uh, this Ironmonger I think is far better than the first Ironmonger, simply because of its features and its bulk. But as you can see, for the same price, you get a figure that's got more plastic, um, better features in my opinion, and a better display figure than this guy. It's really up to you. If you already got into the first Monger and you're not interested in another Monger figure, but you are looking for something like this, a rare novelty of an Iron Man figure, then I suppose you can get him. But I wouldn't recommend him too much. I'd rather recommend something better like this guy. I went off and got him because, as I said, I'm a sucker for rare figures, and I was quite interested in how the paint would look like out of the package. And, I was fairly surprised, and I'm glad I still got him. But I don't completely recommend him. 8 out of 9. 8 out of 10, as I said, for this figure. So there you have it. Iron Man Concept Series, Captain America Armor, Iron Man, the 6-inch figure from the first movie line, toy line. Thanks for watching.